all right. So, good afternoon, good morning, and good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Blockchain Game Alliance, where intros are faster than you can say blockchain gaming. So, we've got some exciting new faces here today. We got a few, we got five actually. So, welcome, everyone. How are we feeling today?
Oh, wonderful.
I'm good, thanks.
Amazing.
Good to see
Amazing.
everyone.
Right. Yeah, awesome. Right. So, just to make sure that everyone ends on time, there is a quite a bit of a lot here today. So, we have five. So, hello everyone. Welcome to the Blockchain Team Alliance. I will be your host for today, and we've got some exciting projects for the people watching out here right now in the BJA live on Twitch, Twitter, and of course YouTube as well. So, welcome everyone. So, with that being said, let us not waste any time because I'm super excited to jump into the different projects and of course the new faces joining the Blockchain Game Alliance. First up, we have Metaspace from Dr. Ritesh Jain or Jain. I don't know if I butchered that, so sorry, Doctor.
Absolutely
So
fine, Jen.
welcome.
Fine. Thank you. Pleasure is all mine. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. It's
Yes.
absolute pleasure to be here today at the BGA. I'm Dr. Vitesh Jain. I'm a technologist, investor, and a policy advisor. And today I'm speaking as a proud member of this vibrant community on behalf of Metaspace. So we have joined BGA recently, not just as a company, but as a believers, because we are believing in the power of decentralized technology to reshape entertainment, ownership, and opportunity. And there's no better place to build the future than here. So we are Metaspace, and gaming is no longer a pastime, it's a digital economy. It's where Gen Z earns, Gen Alpha learns, and the Web3 burns, right? But let's be honest, Web3 gaming is not just about the NFT skins or tokenized swords, right? It's all about the ownership, interoperability, and the creator first economics, right? I'm Vitesh. I come from the banking, payments, and innovation. So when I was building the digital payment systems for Visa or launching Apple Pay for Apple and Visa in Europe, basically I was solving the problem for the friction, right? But in blockchain gaming, it's not about the friction. So we are solving for trustless value transfer and user-generated economies and persistent digital identity. And that's where we come. And that's where the meta space comes in. Right? We are not just building another metaverse, we are creating a modular digital playground with blockchain rails and governed by players and designed to evolve with the community. So, what are we doing over here? In terms of the meta space, we are a game that pays you. It's a play to earn model. We are play to earn game built on the Polygon blockchain, and it has got everything that you can expect from a fiction game and a lot more. So it's a play to earn. So obviously you own the NFTs, and it's all opportunity for you own throughout. And when you are building a game, especially on the blockchain as well as uh, associated with the NFTs in the marketplace, the first thing comes into the mind whether it is going to be another Ponzi. And no, and that is the holy grail. And that's where it takes for us to build the people coming from the finance, technology, and the gaming coming together, building something which is going to be a phenomenal for the industry. So what we have done in this game, it has got multiple mode as people would experience that they would like to play individually, they would like to play in a group, they would like to play with the opponents with whom they know or whom they don't know. So it has got a story mode as well as it has got an arena mode, and it is just the start. In terms of the game itself, we have been very cautious about how it is going to be ethical. So we have got dual token economy, and so one is basically a token which is earned through the game itself, and which is Lord, and we have got MLD token, which is a governance token. And let's be realistic, we have been very careful about no private sales, not whatsoever. User earns, and it keeps ethical. So we are not believing in pushing the prices for the token as we have seen throughout the time in the industry. Now, what we have done, we have built up a decentralized marketplace for Web3 games. Now, the problem that we have seen, and we are solving a problem for the industry and for the gamers. So when we have seen the games across, there's quite a lot of friction in in-game play, and that's what we have removed through the meta space. We are giving the full ownership, the feel of the full ownership, freedom, and it's a completely decentralized marketplace, and it is making easier for people whether they are coming from the web 2 or web 3. It really doesn't matter, right? So it's seamless in terms of the transactions as well. It's a seamless transaction in play, and that's where we are differing from the existing games. Now, as I said, it's a holy grail building a game. It's exciting and it takes quite a lot of effort, as you all know, and we are coming from the nursery. So it has got planets, it has got variety of the characters and the different sort of guns and everything else that you can think about, arms and ammunition. It's very exciting for us, and we have been very excited building this for last 2 years. And obviously, it takes a village to build a startup, but when it comes down to the gaming, it takes a significant amount of effort, capital, and the people. And we are fortunate enough to have people on board with us, those whose work has won 5 Oscar awards, right? And they have been advisor looking into the graphics, and we have been very careful about the kind of graphics that we are going to put in front of the users. So, what is our USP? Right? We are the decentralized marketplace. We are the real gaming experience plus the earnings, dual token economy with the real world value, with the law, and game utility, which is the MLT, which is a governance token. Right? So, it is significantly ethical. As I said, like we come from the banks, payments, financial institutions. So, we have got that mindset where ethics comes first before the business. Right? And it's all about the full NFT ownership. It's transparent, secure, and player-driven ecosystem. Needless to say, that's what the blockchain is for, and that's why we are so excited to be here at the Blockchain Gaming Association as well. And we've used Polygon blockchain, and pretty well known for its capability. And in terms of the technologies, we are using the emerging tech, including the AI. I didn't wanted to use the word AI, but yeah, I can't help it. So we have been using quite significantly in terms of the gaming agents and all of the places. We'll tell you more in due course. And for about us, Mo Akram, he is the founder, and he conceptualized this 2 years back, believed in it, and it's bootstrapped so far. We have invested a couple of millions of our own. So you would imagine there's a significant amount of skin in the game. It's not just because when you build the capability, and some of the folks at the Blockchain Gaming Association, I'll name you later, but when they have seen it earlier, around last year, and they were like, wow, who has built it and how much money it took? But it's quite surprising that we have been very frugal in terms of spending money. Still, it took a couple of millions to build it. Mohammad Akram comes from a significant blockchain experience. He has built a few projects earlier and pretty well known in the industry. I come from the banking and payments technology, emerging tech throughout my career. Built up the gaming company earlier, got an exit, built a fintechs, got an exit, and I sit as a advisor in the company. And as I said, I'm not a side chair advisor. I get my sleeves rolled up whenever it's required. Marine is the looks after the operations. We have got Ajay, who is the CTO and the brain behind the technologies, and Jolly. He has built the India's first payment company, which is well known. So that's who we are, and so thank you. And as a startup, we are always looking, we are always raising. Right? It is our own money that we have put in on the table earlier, but now we are actively going through a funding campaign as well. So if you would like to reach out to us, please feel free, and we are more than happy to have that discussion. Thank you, and pleasure to be here again.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Doctor. Yes, I really enjoyed the presentation. And you mentioned Polygon. It's built on Polygon. That's quite funny because we have Polygon right here, right now in our stream. So shout out to Polygon. So I think it's going to be a very interesting presentation here today. And yes, I agree. The word AI might come off as sensitive to some of the people because it's still heavily frowned upon. Not in all industries, but when you say AI, they must be thinking, oh, it's cheap. But if you use AI correctly, then it does help significantly with your work. So yes.
Couldn't agree more. See, when we think about the AI, what we are doing with the AI today, we were doing 20 years back without AI. And let's be realistic, we can give you multiple examples from the finance, banking, payment industry. And we tend to avoid the using word AI because it is overly used across the world, right? So that's why. Thank you.
Yes, of course. Thank you very much. And yes, that was Metaspace, folks. So thank you so much, Doctor, for sharing with us today what Metaspace is. So if you want to check out Metaspace, I will be linking their website in the comments so you can check it out. All right, it's here. Be sure to check out metaspacechain.com so you can check out their project. And of course, if you want to reach out to Doctor here, you can also reach out to them. I don't know if you want to share your Telegram link, Doc, or something else, or how would they
I'll
be
share
reaching?
the Telegram link right away.
All right, gotcha. Okay,
Thank you.
understood. Okay, thank you very much, Doctor. And that was Metaspace. Next up, we have from Grub's Lair, Giorgio Bufalino. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, but I'm
Mm.
pretty sure it's Italian.
It's okay.
So,
Yeah, yes, it is. It is Italian. Okay, if you want, I can start with my introduction. So I'm Giorgio, also known as Greg in the space. I've been part of the blockchain ecosystem for now almost like 7 years. So I'm class of 2017. And today I'm happy to present what I've been building for the past 2 years, which is the Drax layer. I'm going to share share my deck. That's okay. Can you guys see my deck? Is that right?
yes, yes, we can.
So yeah, so just to give you a bit of context of for myself and the Greg's layers. So I come from a games tech background. My specialization is in game designing, and I've been sort of like an entrepreneur since I left university. Founded SaaS models, businesses, and then founded my own crypto hedge fund, and which was mainly responsible for doing research on gaming and scalability, which is what eventually led me into creating my own gaming studios. So the Greg's layer originally was created in 2020. Originally, it was just a community where I was sharing some personal information and findings that I was doing on regarding the entire Web3 gaming sector. But then we decided to turn into a gaming guild, and I think it was the idea was overall a bit premature because back then I think the few games that could only be played as a guild were probably only Axie and very few others. So the idea wasn't really viable. So then I connected with the rest of the university where I graduated from, and also my brother, which is my co-founder and CTO, which also is coming from a game tech background, decided to basically turn the Grux layer into what with a specific mission of scaling on-chain gaming to real world players. So I'm going to introduce. So we are trying to lead this global shift towards modular and accessible on-chain gaming. So far, we thought that infrastructure and the distribution of on-chain gaming wasn't really there. So that's why we've been trying to do something different on our own. So I'm just gonna give a quick rundown of the team. So we're nine plus an advisor from Sony, which has joined us recently and is basically looking to drive us and lead us to scale. So far, we've only raised a pre-seed, which was below alpha million, and we've been basically around the space for almost 2 years. So what are our value proposition? So our idea is to make to fix those issues of on-chain games. They were clunky, and in order to make games that are scalable, accessible, and fun. And now we're doing that. So at the moment we're working on two games, which I'm gonna introduce in a bit. But basically, our strategy is to grow IP and different franchises, have mobile native games with UX and no wallet required, and also the fact that the games are fully on chain makes sure that the logic is transparent, the code is there on the blockchain, and you can actually feel no one is cheating and everyone has got fair chances. And also another value proposition that we propose is to have actually cultural integration with real world partners and fandoms. And I'm gonna explain this in a bit. And also, we're adaptable to verticals and gamification collaboration. So our games are like Blobarina and Rising Revenant. Rising Revenant was actually like our first product, but then we kind of like paused it to make sure uh, we had the time and resources to focus on Blobarina. So Rising Revenant is a real-time strategy, a last standing battle royale game with like procedure generated event, and you basically like have to defend and survive, and whoever like survive till the end is going to get a jackpot made of like a percentage of all the money that people have invested in this round of the game. Instead, Blobarina is like a pretty much like it's very different from Rising Revenant. They're like completely two opposite of the spectrum. Blobarina is a competitive PvE and PvP game. It's a turn-based arcade fighting game. So just imagine Pokemon mixed with Street Fighters. So Pokemon style, pixelated, the old school Pokemon, with like a very easy like interface, but then with a progression level like the old arcade Street Fighters. And the economy is like freemium. We got both Web2 monetization and Web3 incentives. So you can actually like play the game. It's free, but you can also like use credit cards, any like basically like a payment that you think of, but also like we give you rewards as Web3. So tokens, stable coins, and tokens in the game. So the game is actually live already. We went live on the 7th of June, and this is like just a screen of the game. It's like mobile first, and the main version that we have at the moment is like an arcade version. So you fight against like 10 different blobbers, which are the spiders that we also like integrated with various different organization, and basically like you get like the best score and you win prizes. So we got like a particular business model here, which is like a scaling B2B model beyond infinity. So Blob Arena has got like a special modular design that basically like can blobberize any project. So at the moment we got like a unique opportunity that we have partnered and signed a licensing agreement for the entire 2025 with Armored MMA, which is like Armored MMA stands for Armored Mixed Martial Arts. They're basically like fighters that they go in the cage and they fight dressed as like medieval knights, and they just beat each other. And this actually like if you're familiar with USC or any like other martial arts organization, then this is basically like what's happening. So we got in touch with them, and we managed to get a licensing agreement to basically turn all of their top fighters and top contenders into fighters into our game. So hence why we got a real application for like their fan base, which is over like 1 million at the moment. So we know that like in the gaming sector, and especially in Web3 doesn't have like that much good reputation when we're like come to gaming, like because of like the tokens, because of like the distribution and so on. So basically like we wanted, especially like as a new company, we wanted to make use of a trusted organization like Armored MMA with user base. And also we have been enabled access to pretty much everyone through Xolla, which is like a famous gaming payment provider used by Smite, Dota, Roblox, and other like major games. So you don't actually need any crypto to join the game. So this is like what is it? So we've signed the contract for the 2025 season. We're basically like we are frequently doing on-site activations with them. And this is going to be where the launch was just like 12 days ago. Well, it was like in a dome just by the stadium, but in October we're going to be back for the finals to basically take the space there and participate with them during their event of the finals. And you can see like this is fighters actually playing their own characters in the game. So the Blob Arena launch was like went great. You can see like people, I'm going to show like a video later if I got time, but basically like we already have we launched like as I said on the 7th of June. I think like right now we crossed almost 2.5 thousand players. All of our like stats are open source as well. They're like because everything is on chain, so everything is transparent, and you can visit like our stats at graxlayer.xyz. And basically like from our own site event, there were like 3.4 thousand people attending, and we managed to get over 400 people actually playing the game for like a cash prize for people that were participating. And yeah, we like our approach is actually to distribute the game and market it on Web2 social media. And this is like backed by the Armored MMA Instagram accounts and like other social media, which they boast. I think they got like over 1 million followers across like all the socials, especially Instagram. So this is actually the fighters that they're sharing our contact, that they onboard their fans into a game, saying like, come and play our characters and play the game. This is great. We win money, and this is so cool. So this is also like another game that we're planning like to finish, and it's probably gonna be launched in Q3 or Q4 this year. And this is like a completely different game, but it's like a tactical strategic battle game, which is going to have like also AI powered mobile layer that is going to be used as a companion app. So our go-to-market strategy is varies, because we have like both Blob Arena and Rising Revenant as games. So we've got influencer streamer campaigns, we've got like on-site activation, we sell merch, we do live events and branding, and obviously like monetization in the game, but also obviously like the Greg Slayer is as a business is focused on approaching the new Armored MMA, and we're currently in contact with other 5 organizations to basically onboard them into Blob Arena. So our business model is clear. Like we take like money from the game itself, marketplaces, freemium models, B2B gamification services, and branded merchandise. So at the moment, like as I said at the beginning, we raised just like a pre-seed amount of money, which was like 1.5 years ago. Now we're like opening for a fundraise, and we showed that the product worked, that we got like a good business model, and we got like several other fighting organizations interested in joining Blob Arena. We're looking for interested VCs that are basically like happy to make us reach escape velocity and get to the next round of growth for our project. And thank you. And obviously, like I'm very excited to be part of the Blockchain Gaming Alliance, and I think it's a great opportunity for me to be here and connect with like-minded people like you guys that are here today, and obviously like whoever is gonna listen to us.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much, Greg. I'm just gonna call you Greg from now on. I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
so.
yeah. That's probably yes, absolutely.
Yes, I actually enjoyed the presentation because one of the problems in Web3 gaming is accessibility. Lots of people would still have to download like 10 gigabytes worth of games, and I love how Blob Arena doesn't have that kind of a problem because you would just. Is it browser based or do you have to download?
So at the moment, like it's browser based, but we launched like a couple of weeks ago, as I said. So it's browser based, but the game is completely built with Unity, and it's already like built as an APK. So we're just like waiting for our third party login provider to basically be natively available on app, to be basically launching on Play Store and Apple Store. That's basically like our main goal and top priority at the moment. If I can share something, if I go like 1 minute, to just can I share one more thing?
Sure, we still have one more
Yeah.
minute. Go ahead.
Okay. I want to show this if possible, and this is like what went down during our launch. I don't know if you guys can hear.
Now,
But
the
this is where
Blob
we
Arena
launched
is
the
this
game.
turn-based game where you can fight your opponent, kind of like Pokemon.
I don't know if you can hear the audio.
Well,
Yes, we
they reached out to us
Okay.
and turned a lot of our top fighters into Blob Arena contenders. So, yeah, you can play as me. You can play as Andrew McCabe. You can play as Spencer Waddell. All the top fighters are packed into this game. And not only that, you guys can win $1,000 cash prize tonight. Yeah. So click that little QR code you got on that pamphlet, download the game, and play. All right? The top scores will be posted around the arena, and the top scorer wins that cash prize. So play Blob Arena. We're so thankful for them. So round of applause for Cartoon Violence.
So yeah, this is basically like just the energy that was there. Like the formula is simple. Give like a leaflet that says like a scan the QR code, play this like free game, win $1,000 cash prize, and you get like people playing. It's just that you provide like a non like without any friction, like a web wallet, which is the cartridge controller. So people just like tap the username, put their fingerprint, and they're in the game, and they just play it straight away.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, that works. And I also would like to comment on the activations that you did. I think it's one of the most effective things that you don't actually force people to jump into Web3, because one of the hardest things right now in Web3 is actually converting Web3 users. So I love it how you make it seem like Web2, but the rewards are actually in Web3. You can use credit cards, you wouldn't need have to top up your wallet and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
yeah, pretty cool. And actually reminds me of Project Penguins and how they migrated into NFTs and they made it into abstract. So the whole Pudgy Penguin community is there. So pretty much awesome. Okay,
Thank
so
you.
thank you so much, Greg, for sharing your
Thank you very much.
presentation. I will be also sharing your links. But before that, we have some links from the Metaverse Metaspace. We forgot to share that, so let me just share it with the on the comments here. If you want to reach out, I have posted the Twitter links and of course on Telegram if you want to reach out to Metaspace. So thank you so much again, Metaspace. And of course, I will also be sharing Greg's Lair, of course. If you want to check out Greg's Lair, be sure to check it out. I have the post here. Just check out gregslair.xyz and it should bring you right. So there are two games actually, Blob Arena, and the other one was actually, I forgot the
Rising
name.
Revenant. Rising
Yes.
Revenant.
Perfect. All right, awesome. Thank you so much, Greg. We've enjoyed your presentation.
Thank you very much.
And on to the next one. We have Patrick Liu from Playful. Welcome to the Blockchain Game Alliance. Can you tell us a bit more about yourself and about the project?
Yeah, absolutely. It's great to be here and see some familiar faces. Yeah, my name's Patrick. I've been in gaming and blockchain for over a decade. And we're building out a rewarded discovery platform that drives user acquisition, engagement, and monetization to top Web2 and Web3 games. You want me to jump in? I'll jump into the presentation right now as well.
Yes, yes.
Cool. Awesome. Let me know if you guys can see this. Okay, so yeah, like I was mentioning, we have a pretty wide, user base, and so we have a network of 100 plus publishers, an audience of 500K plus Web3 gamers, and then an offer wall network with over 50 million Web2 gamers from tier 1, 2, and 3 countries. And so we really are curating a network of gamers that are very excited to try out new products, to engage with them, and to win and get rewarded. And so the platform is pretty simple. So you can just go to playful.com, and there you can complete quests. You can earn play points, which is our currency. It's not tokenized. It's just you can think of it as credit card points. And then you can redeem those play points for different rewards. And the rewards can span from Web2 rewards like in-game items and skins, or even Web3 rewards. So, tokens or NFTs and things like that. And so the different types of quests we have are really how we help games grow. On the left here, we have quests around social growth. So you can, reward someone for following you on X or liking or commenting, also for joining your Discord or doing a Steam or Epic Games wish list. Then also we can reward people for installing a game. So we support mobile, web, and PC, as well as Telegram and things like that. Then also what's really unique about our channel is we can actually reward people for playing your game and completing specific events within your game. It's not like display advertising where you create like a ad and then you hope someone can actually go into your experience. We can target very deep funnel events. So things like playing for 30 minutes or reaching level 10 or crafting your first item. And then also on the monetization side, we can incentivize people to make purchases even. And so there's a lot of different ways that we can help plug into games and incentivize growth. That's how we help games grow. Next is I can talk a little bit about our currency. And so when players complete their quest, they earn play points. And so these are very flexible. As I mentioned earlier, players can earn these in various ways. And from a gaming and advertiser perspective, what's really nice about this is that the player needs to complete the action that we set out for them before they earn any points. And so performance is guaranteed. And so we're pretty excited about bringing this into the Web3 space. And then lastly, we have our shop. And so this is a great way for games to get discovered. Yeah, we have a lot of really interesting rewards for people. Yeah, we also work with a very simple credit system. If you want to get started, you can just reach out to me and we'll have our team talk to you. But, we essentially games can buy playful credits and then use, them to grow. But I also want to highlight another really great product we actually launched this week. And that is with Avalanche and Magic Eden. And so we launched a battle pass, which you can see here. This is the mint that's live actually on Magic Eden. And it is a way for gamers to discover the top games in the Avalanche ecosystem. And so all you need to do is go to Magic Eden and mint this. It's a free mint. And then this will give you access to the Avalanche Battle Pass. And so what we've done here is we've taken the rewards and questing technology that Playful has, and we've built out a battle pass experience for the Avalanche ecosystem. And so it's very simple. So all you do is complete different missions, and we have missions from some of their top games like Gold Fever, DeFi Kingdoms, Off the Grid, Paradise Tycoon. And as you can see, they are actually in-game quests. So for example, in Off the Grid here, if you revive one teammate in a match, then you complete this quest, earn 450 experience points, which will then progress you along, the pass here. And so we have a basic pass, which is completely free, and then we have a premium pass, which you can buy and get extra rewards. And as you complete your quests, you unlock different items. So these are in-game items, like Spellborn Gold, and then also a new currency that we just launched for this called Snowflakes. So these are, you can think of these as, almost like raffle or loot tickets. And so at the end of the season, depending on how many snowflakes you will have a higher chance to win some pretty epic rewards. I can't share exactly. We're going to do some pretty cool surprises for some of these rewards. But you could win AVAX, other types of digital items, as well as some physical items. And so we have a lot up our sleeve, and if you complete the pass. So I think that is a pretty good overview of what we're building today. So thank you again, guys, for having me here, and excited to help the Blockchain Game Alliance grow as much as possible.
Thank you so much, Patrick, for the wonderful presentation. I have a question regarding about the games. Are games free to list on the Playful platform, or is there any requirement needed for them to have them listed on your platform?
Yeah, it's free to list. And then if you're looking to grow, then we can work on a specific campaign with you.
Okay, awesome. That makes sense. And of course, yes. So be sure to check out Playful. I will be sharing the. Can you share the the free mint as well? I would love to share that with our audience here who's watching right now in our private chat. So that's it, folks. You can check out playful.com, and of course, I think they're having like a free mint for their battle pass on Avalanche and Magic Eden. So we'll just wait for the links here for Patrick to share.
Yep, I'm sharing them right now.
All right, here we go. So for a free battle pass, be sure to check out magiceden.io launchpad Avalanche. So basically it's a free battle pass. You can check it out, free to mint. So up for grabs. So thank you again, Patrick, for sharing Playful. And yeah, I'm very excited about this platform as well. So thank you very much. All right, next up we have from Polygon Labs. I'm pretty sure this is Spanish, so it's probably Sergio Varona. I don't know if I pronounced it correctly. So welcome.
Yeah, hello. Thank you for having me. Yeah, you can pronounce as you prefer, Sergio, Sergio. Yeah, no problem. So yeah, a quick introduction about myself. So I'm head of gaming at Polygon Labs. I've been here for the last 3 years, helping Web3 games to be onboarded in our ecosystem. And first of all, yeah, I want to thank you so much for having me here, like, and also the partnership that we made with the Blockchain Alliance like a couple of months ago. It has been like extremely helpful in order that we can also grow as a protocol in order to amplify our support. Because for those who don't know what is Polygon, basically we are infra protocol in order to give the scalability solutions in the Ethereum ecosystem to game developers. So one of the blockchains that have been helping games since the first years of Web3, we are one of the OGs, let's say. So yeah, basically our mission now is to contribute to enable a fundamental change in the internet by empowering the world to equitably access its value, and we do this through several technologies. I will give like a quick overview about the modular approach of Polygon, because we have several solutions from a tech perspective so that games can build on top of us. But I think first of all is like to highlight the importance and the need of blockchains with strong solutions in the space, because for gaming, as the user experience requires more improvements, fast transactions, low gas fees are required. And also, Polygon has been as well partnered with the infra providers like the wallet providers, the marketplaces that provides these kind of onboarding experiences that have improved a lot during the last years and that are ready for mass adoption. So yeah, in terms of technology, we are now focusing a lot. The end goal of Polygon is to solve the fragmentation of the space. There are a lot of chains that are helping Web3 games, but our end goal is to provide an interoperability solution to solve that fragmentation. This is what our solution is called, the AG layer. And this AG layer will be formed by different chains that will share liquidity and value. And in our case, we have at this moment two possible solutions for game developers. One is Polygon POS, which is our sidechain of Ethereum. Right now, we are focusing a lot on this chain on the narrative of payments and real world assets. And payments is a big catalyst in Web3 gaming. Like, we are seeing like a ton of Web3 games that are putting the payment rails on Polygon POS with stable coins, with their native tokens. And this makes a lot of sense basically for casual and hyper casual games. And then also, typical tournament platforms, prediction markets. We have the big example of Poly Market with us. And then we have the other part, like the big publishers that want to release their own L2 to have their own ecosystem. This is why we designed a layer CDK that has become tech agnostic, because you can deploy it as a CK rollup or optimistic rollup at this point and share all the liquidity with the rest of the chains of the ACK layer. So a couple of examples of projects that are doing this with us are Moonveil and Wilder World, two of the projects that are in the space building right now, two of the strongest projects and are flagship projects for us, for Polygon. So yeah, ACK layer CDK, the other part together with POS. And then, besides all these partnerships with publishers, we also have like the infra partnerships with projects that have also released their own L2 with our technology. Big example is Immutable, which has developed their own app chain for games. So we are working also very, very closely with them. So that's like a TLDR, an overview of how the technology of Polygon is shaped right now, because I know that there are other protocols that are more simple, like they only have like one blockchain and it's easier to understand, but hope this clarifies to have a better understanding of where Polygon is focusing right now, where the efforts are being allocated, and yeah. And I would like also to highlight the other part, which is like very interesting for game developers, like how we are helping them besides giving them all these kind of tech solutions according to their needs. And basically we have like a a huge program of support inside the protocol. We're helping games on four main pillars. Obviously, the technical support in order to understand the protocol, and then to have a successful deployment with us, even if it's on Polygon POS or with their own L2. Second one, the ecosystem connections. They always require, game developers require fast connections in the space, not only with the infra providers, but also with other games for cross-chain collaborations or cross-community collaborations. This is always helpful if you have a blockchain in the middle that help to connect all the pieces in the puzzle. As we have onboarded more than 500 games in the space, all these connections always are helpful for them. And as we are at the epicenter, this also increases on-chain activity for us, but it also helps them to achieve new users and achieve new collaborations in different parts of the world. Then we have the third pillar will be the go-to-market, which is very important, like this mixture of marketing plus user acquisition. We have obviously our X-handles, which are one of the strongest in the Web3 space, but also collaborations like you with the Blockchain Game Alliance also help us to get amplification in a more niche audience, let's say. Some examples, weekly newsletter that you have in real life events, this always give like very good visibility to game developers. And then the part of user acquisition, we have close partnerships with different gaming guilds across the world, like for example in Latin America, where user acquisition is a great opportunity, countries like Brazil, Argentina. Then in South Asia, for Web3 gaming, this is working very well, and we have some guilds that are helping games, and we try to find these connections. Then for user acquisition, so the distributors like platforms, aggregators, etc. And a massive network of collaborators that are helping. And finally, obviously, we are also working on the financial side of projects, giving them access to our network of investors, but also closing commercial agreements with projects that suit perfectly with our business priorities, aligning incentives toward milestone-based grants, different investments that we are doing. And that also help us to align the incentives with the project so that we can grow together as a protocol and the DApp. Hope that this helps to understand a bit more what we are doing in the tech side, in the infra side, but also on the business side. I'm looking forward to the different and real life activities that we have with the Blockchain Game Alliance this year. We'll be in ETC, also in Gamescom. So really excited for what's coming in 2025.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Sergio. And yes, just to be on the light side here, Polygon is actually one of my favorite chains. I remember back in 2021, there were a lot of Web3 games that's built on Polygon. Just to name a few, we have StepN, Decentraland, My Crypto Heroes, of course. These were very popular games built on Polygon. But anyway, the reason why I love Polygon so much is because of it's fast, and of course the low gas fees. That's one of the turning points that I think what I love about Polygon. It's super cheap, the gas fees, and seamless UX. That's one of the easiest way to put it, because it can be a nightmare for people who's actually, if you're early in the Web3 gaming space, you know how insane gas fees were back then. Even like withdrawing just simple would take around $50. So yeah, thumbs up to Polygon. Thank you so much for your tech. So yeah, very good. If you guys want to check out Polygon, I'll be sharing the link here. And also, if you want to connect with Sergio here, you can also drop a private chat if you want to connect with him as well. So be sure to check out Polygon.technology. Personally, I don't think we need an intro for Polygon, because Polygon is actually very well known in the space for so long in Web3. So yeah, thank you so much for your technology. And also, Sergio, thank you so much for sharing your presentation. All right.
Thank you.
Perfect. Okay, we have last but not the least. I don't know how to pronounce this, but Samuel Auzols. I don't know if I don't.
Oh,
sorry,
you can call me Muffle, no problem.
Muffle, yes, Muffle. Muffle. Okay. Fortuan Malground, welcome to the Blockchain Game Alliance. Can you tell us a bit more about yourself and what?
Yeah, with pleasure. So, strangely, we are a whole partner from the alliance, because we have been developer on a lot of projects as contractors, and notably we have been developing in-game content, the NFTs with Polygon for years. It means NFT that have a full game in it. And so we are quite fan of this chain too. And actually, it learned us to optimize a lot a video game which allow to make the project I'm going to present you right now, which is Town Battleground. But I need to start my presentation. Okay, are you all seeing my screen now?
I think you need to present it. Just let me know if it's up. You need to share your screen.
Oh yeah, tac. Okay, is it good now?
Yes, we can see it now.
Super. So, Town Battleground is the first multiplayer shooter game on Telegram. Actually, we like all projects in blockchain gaming right now. We have noticed that there was a problem in the connection with the players and the holders of the token. It's really complicated to make people install a game, go through a launcher, while everybody is on Telegram. So we was like, okay, maybe we should start to make games directly in Telegram. Of course, there was quite some technical challenge, but we because of the experience with the NFT, we knew how we could make it work directly inside. So actually, the game is live. So please don't hesitate to use this QR code to directly connect to the game and start playing. In a few seconds, you should be in a big land shooting with your friends or your enemies. So actually, bringing a big shooter competitive game directly into Telegram was quite a good idea, because a lot of people was really enthusiastic about it. You know, Telegram capture a really large audience, and the gaming is starting slowly on it, and they are hungry for big experience, which we are really happy to bring to them. So actually, Town Battleground is a real game. The NFT and token mechanics are actually just for airdrops. The game has not and has no proper token so far, but while you play, you receive tokens from the sponsor or the partners of the regular tournaments we are organizing. So actually, what makes this game possible is that we have a compression technology that allow us to have a lot of maps and a lot of skins and weapons directly into the game, because we wanted the business model, the economical model of Town Battleground to be really Web 2. The reason for this is because we want the game to be really played. We understand that if you focus all your in-game economy around the tokenomics, it creates a bad deal with the player, because people come because they want to win money, and they don't want to use and to buy things into the game. Plus, the only fact that people came from gain completely change the relation they have with the gameplay, because it means that they want to really optimize it just for making revenue, which make every complication or gameplay element more like an obstacle between them and their potential gain, which means that if you are in the mentality of doing a play to earn, there is absolutely no way that you are not reinventing working, but with gamification, which is quite some kind of hell. It's why we make the game mostly evolve around Web 2 monetization and rewards in other token, but it's more like marketing activation or events. And because what we really learned in Web3 is mostly about how it's fun to have a community and to share the relation and the ownership of the game with the players, we focus our development on what our community can bring more value into the game. And it's why we focus a lot on community tournament that people can organize themselves. And of course, everything that is around the mods and that allow creators to create their own version of the game. But let me show you a little bit how it looks. So actually, it's playable in Telegram or in any kind of browser. I'm sharing the browser version, but it's absolutely the same. So as you can see, you can have multiple skin. We allow you to play on the community aspect, to brand and support the project you prefer, and directly jump into a battle royale deathmatch. So Tonto Nation Tournament was the previous tournament we was organizing with all the local hub of Ton. So yeah, actually I'm in. So yeah, this map is quite interesting because we have been a little bit in the metaverse direction for this one. As you can see, every village of the map is branded with one of the sponsor of the project, and the other are here to celebrate the different Ton community. So actually, I'm online, which means that I'm playing against other players. And of course, when there is not enough people in the rooms, we have bots. So the games are quite short, less than 5 minutes, to allow you to do a quick game between two workstation. Because as it's playable on Telegram, the amazing things with this project is that you don't have to install it. So if you want to play it on your office computer, there is absolutely no problem with that. Going to leave this play to show you a little bit more about our assets. So all the evolution on the game is deployed around improving your weapon. Each weapon has its own skin and tree of progression, which allow thousands of hours of gameplay and progression and content to discover for all the players. And you can choose your career and progress in different army. So the game is somehow really inspired by the real military world, because we want, as it was the first multiplayer on Telegram, we wanted it to be as representative as for everyone as possible. So we just finished this Ton Nation tournament, and now just to show you a little bit on exclusivity, we are preparing a new partnership and creating an environment especially for the apes and the pudgy penguin communities, a little bit in the idea of a clash between two nations. This is the next things arriving into the game, and so all this strategy has been quite successful so far, because we generated some revenue, which is quite new and exciting on Telegram, because you probably know that the star system that allows to monetize the user by not with crypto but with fiat is just 5 months ago. And the amazing thing is that we can see that Telegram user behave mostly like mobile user, which means that Telegram is an interesting platform to continue to develop. So actually, of course, we are raising funds too. We are looking for 1 million and half for the next 3 months, and we are taking the investment in safe, and we accept ticket starting with $20,000. Actually, most of our investors are business angels, OG from crypto that are interested in multiplayer gaming on Telegram and super apps, because we think that Telegram is the first mover, and soon X and Messenger and all the apps will allow video game to be played directly into their platform, and our goal is to be the first and the biggest games on them. Of course, we plan to launch a token, but for us right now it's more on marketing activation and community rewards to thank all the players that are having so many times promoting the game and encouraging us on it. Thanks a lot for
Awesome,
listening.
Thank you very much. Yes, we are listening. It's very good. I'm actually quite impressed how we were able to optimize the game inside the Telegram. Inside Telegram. So, props to you. That's great. I've never seen a battle royale on Telegram before, so I will check it out myself. So yeah, is it free to play or is it live right now?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's live right now. It's free to play. We oh yeah, I forgot. We had more than 500K players joining the game since the beginning, mostly through organic growth because the Ton community is really excited to see big games on their platform, and our goal is really to be the flagship of Telegram gaming, to make the large public understand that Telegram can be a real gaming platform. You know, they have like already more than 10 more users than Steam. So if it turns into a gaming giant, it can change, it can reshape the video game ecosystem, not just for Web3, but for everyone.
Yes, and you can see a lot of people shifting to Telegram as well. I remember the hype back with Tap to Earn. It was quite a conversation where more than 500 million users, if I'm not mistaken, back in the day. So pretty insane. Telegram is becoming a giant. So again, thank you so much, Mofo, for sharing Dawn Battleground. And be sure to check out the games as well. It is free to play, so I will be sharing the links right here in the comments. So if you want to check out and play Ton BG with some of the members, I think be sure to check out www.tonbg.com. With that being said, thank you so much, Muful, for sharing Ton Battleground. All right, and I think that's a wrap, folks. Pretty exciting panel we have here today. No, we have Greg Slayer, CEO from Playful, of course, Dr. Ritesh for Metaspace, and of course, Muful, and of course, Sergio Varona. So thank you much for being here today, and I think we've enjoyed this presentation. Be sure to check out the links as well. You can also connect in the private chats, and also Muful just sent me these links. Be sure to check them out as well before we wrap up. So yeah, check out it on Twitter. There's also on Telegram, and of course the game as well, and of course the game, the bot on Telegram. With that being said, thank you so much for being here, and as always, thank you for being part of the Blockchain Game Alliance. Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Ciao.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Bye, guys.
Cheers.